Hey everyone, for this activity, I chose to draw my favorite fruit using what we know about color theory. Normally when making our own colors, using paint would be the easier way to go, but you do not have to use only paint. You can make your own colors using paint, colored pencils, and markers. Almost any material that you can think of, even oil pastels. While most companies have every single color you can think of so that you don't have to make your own colors, it's best to know how to make them in case they don't have a certain color or if you run out. I'm also going to add some oil pastels to this because it was just mentioned and I just remembered that I had some. In case you noticed the pattern from the slideshow and from all the supplies, the only colors that you will need is red, yellow, and blue, and a little white and black to make your tint and shades. Now, normally my favorite fruit is a pineapple, which would be yellow. But for this assignment, I'm going to be drawing a cherry because it has more of the color theory colors in it. And it's also about to be cherry season where they go on sale. So we're going to go ahead and draw our fruit on here, maybe a little background, but if you chose the nature theme, then nature's good as well, and you would want to draw your nature. So now that I have my fruit drawn, I'm going to go ahead and get in with the colors. So we're going to need red, green, maybe a purple, yellow, and whichever colors that might fit best with this. I ended up choosing oil pastels for the medium that I'm going to use, but I will also show you how color theory can work in the other materials such as paints, markers, and colored pencils. So while we got our primary colors lined up, we're going to be making our secondary colors using only these colors. So what do we know about this? So I would want purple for my basket, so I'm going to mix some red along with some blue. And we're just going to mix it up until we get the perfect color that we want. As you can see, it's turning purple. Just more and more blending will get you the straight color, and you won't have any more of the blue and red colors that you can see in. But wait, I need green for my stems. So what colors am I going to mix? I'm going to mix some blue along with some yellow. And we're just going to mix it. And you can already see it's turning green. Maybe I want to add another fruit later, so maybe we can put oranges. Oranges are orange, so we're going to mix some yellow along with some red. We'll probably need a little bit more yellow, or I'll just mix it in there. And you can see it's turning an orange color, even with the little thing of yellow right here. So that's how we get our colors with paint. But what if I don't really like the shades of color? Well, we can add white or black. We can either make it lighter or we can make it darker. I'm going to go with the light purple because I always thought the color was pretty. So we're just going to go ahead and make it lighter by adding some white. Looks better. Now maybe for green, I also want a light green. So I'm going to add white to it. It looks better. And maybe for the orange, I'm going to add some black to try to make it look a little bit darker. If you add a lot of black, it will come out super dark. So you don't want to add that much. This actually turns into a brown burgundy color, as you can see, which honestly, that one might be better for the basket. Now for the markers demonstration, we have our red, yellow, and blue. For purple, I'm going to add some more blue onto the red until it turns purple. We have a dark purple right there, and now for the yellow, I'm going to add some red to make it orange. You can see the orange hue. And now we're going to make green, adding some yellow on top of the blue. This one instantly turned green, which looks really pretty. For markers, most time you don't need a dark color or a white color to make it brighter or darker. You'll just need to experiment with layering the colors until you get the perfect color that you desire. Now I'm just going to demonstrate the colored pencils and the oil pastels. And now we can get started coloring our cherries, and I want you to pay attention to the colors that I'm using what we know about color theory. So I was able to get all of the colors that I wanted, including the secondary colors, using only primary colors. Now remember, you cannot make or mix primary colors because these colors make everything else on the color wheel. I was able to get a light red using white as my tint, and I was able to get a dark basket using black as my shade, and I also did a little bit of outlinings with the black, and I was able to get green, our secondary color, by mixing blue and yellow, as you could see from the time lapse. And I was able to get a dark purple burgundy basket that I wanted using red and blue and adding a little bit of shade using black. I wasn't sure what to do with the little cherry line, so I just left it blue, but as you can see, we got all of this using our primary colors. So I hope you guys learned something, and I cannot wait to see your guys' artworks.